Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we got a quick trade to discuss here. We have had a huge trade that's shocked a lot of the internet, and that's that the Philadelphia Flyers and the Anaheim Ducks have completed a deal. We'll get to all of that coming up right now. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here at the Internet Taco channel. Before beginning this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe down below. Thank you for all of your support. I would never been able to do it without you guys, so don't forget to subscribe so we can hit 250 subscribers. Now, we've had a big trade that happened last night. I never got around to recording a video to discuss it, so I'm going to discuss it here. And that is that we saw a major trade between the Anaheim Ducks and the Philadelphia Flyers. The Anaheim Ducks acquired Gauthier signing rights from the Philadelphia Flyers in exchange for Jamie Drysdale and a 2025 second round pick. So that's a really good trade for both sides. Now, basically, the basis of this trade is Gauthier, who was the 5th overall pick back in the 2022 draft, who was drafted by Philadelphia over the past couple of months, apparently wasn't really leaning towards signing with the Philadelphia Flyers, and apparently wasn't even really talking to the Philadelphia Flyers about signing him to a new deal, given the fact he still is in college right now. So it sounded like he wasn't overly thrilled possibly signing with the Flyers. So with that in mind, Philadelphia decided that if he wasn't really wanting to be a Flyer, then he shouldn't be here. So they wound up moving him to another team where he can possibly sign a new deal there, and they wound up getting a decent trade package in return. Now for Anaheim, Bolte showed his talent off over in the World Juniors. He's been a fantastic forward. He's a future top 6 forward for sure. So far this year in Boston College, he has 13 goals and 23 points in 17 games. He's a very fantastic future top 6 forward for the now Anaheim Ducks. He was drafted and he looked like he was going to be an extremely good talent for the Philadelphia Flyers. Unfortunately, apparently he doesn't want to sign. So now it goes to Anaheim. Anaheim now has McTavish, they have Zigra, they have Terry, they have Carlson. Yeah, add Gauthier to that mix. That forward group is scary. They also have a couple of decent veterans like Killorn for Toronto for a time being, Henrique, although that's possibly not for a long period of time. This forward group is going to be scary to face for the next couple of years. I know that at this point in time, they're probably going to be a bottom 3 team in the NHL again this year, and they're probably going to get another low pick. But the forward group for Anaheim looks absolutely like we said. Gauthier's had a fantastic year this year. Last year, 37 points in 32 games over in Boston College. He was a 5th overall pick, not last year, but the year prior. He's going to be a solid star top 6 forward. And he's just another pick. I mean, if the Anaheim Ducks, let's say, got 2nd overall this year, they could take Cole Eiserman. That top 6 in Anaheim is going to be lethal, scary, and a force to be reckoned with for years to come in the Pacific Division. So that's a really good pickup there for the Anaheim Ducks. I know they had to give up a couple of pieces, but for the Ducks, this is a fantastic player who's going to be a fantastic top 6 forward, has a lot of skill, and plays with a lot of really good tenacity. So this is a fantastic pick for the Ducks. The Ducks make a best of a bad situation for Philadelphia, and they're able to pick up a huge piece. Now the Flyers, meanwhile, Gauthier, like we said, didn't want to re-sign with Philadelphia, so moving him was basically a must at this point in time. I'm not exactly sure if there was a 100% guarantee that he didn't want to remain in Philadelphia, but there was a sort of speculation that he wasn't going to sign in Philadelphia. So Flyers move him. They're able to get a couple of really good pieces back here. First, the 2025 second round pick. It's another piece for their rebuild. We know the Flyers have had a really good season this year, but they are still a rebuilding team. They could definitely use a lot of draft capital, so it's really good to see them get a second round pick in 2025. But they also get another former first round pick who was high level of his draft. They get Jamie Drysdale, who's a solid right shot defenseman from the 2020 draft. He was taken 6th overall, so he's a little bit more developed than Gauthier is at this point in time. He played a couple of seasons so far at the NHL level. In the shortened season, he played in 24 games, putting up 8 points, so he had a fantastic start to the season. Then 2 years ago, he has first full season, putting up 32 points in 81 games, looked fantastic. Last year, only played in 8 games due to injuries, and so that's sort of been his problem. Staying healthy has definitely been the problem for Jamie Drysdale. Even this year, I think the Ducks are closing in on 40 games played. He's only played in 10 games, even though he's got a goal, 5 points, and a -2 rating, which isn't overly bad for Drysdale. So I think that he'll be a fantastic addition for our Flyers blue line. If you look at the Flyers blue line, they already have York and Sanheim. Add Drysdale, that's a solid, makings of a solid top 4 defense core. Now, Drysdale recently just signed a 3-year, $2.3 million AAV deal this offseason. It was a long drawn-out contract negotiation, but they were able to get something done. But Drysdale, I think, will be a fantastic fit in Philadelphia. I think he'll definitely be a really good top 4 defenseman with guys like York and Sanheim, and I think he's going to be a mainstay on that Flyers blue line. So in this trade, the Flyers are able to get a solid top 4 D who's a former 6th overall pick, who looks to be a solid player. I know some people definitely said that Drysdale hasn't looked overly good. He's not sort of worth what he was drafted to be, but you got to remember, he's been injured consistently the past couple of years. If he starts to get a little bit healthier, he's going to be a solid, fantastic top 4 defenseman. This is a fantastic pickup for the Philadelphia Flyers. They also got a second-round pick in the 2025 draft. At this point in time, not sure next year if the Ducks will be a lot better than this year, so they could possibly get like pick between 1 and 16 in the second round next year. So it will be interesting to see, but I think this is a really good pickup for the Flyers. They're probably not going to be able to sign Gauthier. They get a solid former first round top 4 defenseman from the Anaheim Ducks, as well as a second round pick in the 2025 draft in exchange for Gauthier. Gauthier is going to improve the Ducks forward group even more. They already have a ton of offensive talent on that forward group. Adding to that is going to be fantastic for the Ducks, and with the improvement of Mitnikov this year at the NHL level, plus the guys like Zellweger and some of the other guys who are going to be coming up to the NHL in the next couple of years for the Anaheim Ducks, I don't think it's overly surprising why they would move Drysdale. They have a plethora of young defensemen in their prospect pool, and I think this is going to be a really interesting ad for the Anaheim Ducks. That's probably the reason why they wound up moving Jamie Drysdale. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on all of this down in the comment section. Who do you think won this deal? In my opinion, I think it was the Anaheim Ducks deal. In fact, they got the better prospect, but I don't think either team made out overly awful this point in time. I think the Flyers got a really great trade package with Drysdale and a 2025 second. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on all this down in the comment section. That's all I'm going to talk about for today. Remember to like this video, and if you'd like to subscribe down below. Thank you for all your support. I've never been able to without you guys, so don't forget to subscribe so we can hit 250 subscribers. I also have a blog talking about news, rumors, analysis, stuff like that, so let me check that out. I'll leave links down in the description below, and I can't wait to see you guys all for the next video. See you guys soon.